Method's got it! Unbelievable!
We're back for another week of Lil and Ben. Lil, you were absent last week. We did a little 5-minute podcast with your good friend Kate. You weren't feeling too well in Perth?
No, I wasn't. Wasn't the Rona, so no one get stuck on their high horse. But no, it was a bit crook, unfortunately. How did you think Kate went? Will she steal my job? Or?
I don't think she'll steal your job, but it was good to have someone different on for a little bit of a change. But I did miss you, of course.
What was it, like 5 minutes? Was that just because I wasn't there talking absolute rubbish?
Yeah, it wasn't enough to talk about. No, we were actually about to get on a bus to go to the airport. So we're in a little bit of a hurry, but thought we'd squeeze it in. We have a great guest today, so this could be much longer than 5 minutes, I'm feeling. It is Meg Downie. Loves a chat. Meg, it's great to have you on.
Thanks, Ben. Good to be here. Hey, Lil, how are we?
Yeah, good, Deggy. Just quickly, do you have any questions before we get started?
Well, I was just going to say I did actually sense a hint of jealousy there with talking about Kate doing the podcast last week. Have you guys spoken about that or?
Nah, we haven't spoken about it.
Haven't spoken since.
I don't think I'm a jealous person.
No. It's funny.
I'm
just teasing.
You bring up the questions. You bring up the questions off the top. I was actually going to butt in because she's gone with the how are you straight away. I reckon that's our first guest that has asked a question in her first answer. So it's common knowledge that you ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, I'm a curious person, and I just like to have all the information. So yeah.
Any particular topics or subjects of interest?
It's usually just to do with something with like game day, like what shorts am I wearing? Where do I park? Anything along those lines is generally.
It's always good when the PA come in or someone external, like Nicole Livingston would come in, and it's like, so what's going to happen in 6 months' time when X, Y, and Z have all occurred? And everyone's like, well, we don't know because we don't even know what's happening tomorrow. So you get a little bit carried away at times.
Well, I've got to keep them honest, and I want to know, I want to know the options. I want to know the pros and cons of each, and. Someone's got to do it. Otherwise, everyone just sits there and doesn't say anything. So,
do you catch anyone off guard? Has there been anyone that's been real shocked by something you've thrown at them?
I got Purdy the other day, actually. Yeah, I asked Purdy a few questions. Purdy's obviously CEO Purdy.
Yeah.
Came in and told us a little bit about what's happening. This is when WA was locked down, and I hammered him with a few questions. So, yeah. Anyway. He still spoke to me afterwards.
Yeah,
so
great.
I'll take that as
That's a positive, yeah, for sure.
Got away with it.
Lil, you were a little bit late this Arvo. You're now dressed in heels, so really taking it up a notch, the podcast.
Oh, look, it's a pretty high-end sort of podcast, so I've dressed pretty high-end for the occasion.
Dressing up for finals, maybe?
Yeah, for finals. I think that's what it is. So, it's a big week. You got to rise to the occasion, and that's what I thought I'd do.
Busy Arvo.
Rise, get it? Rise to the occasion. Heels.
Taller. Need all the height you can get, I think. But you had a few phone calls. How many this Arvo? Busy day?
Busy day, yeah. Just declined one then as we were speaking, so I should probably just mute that. I've been just hot on the blower today. Just calling heaps of people. So lots of them decline my call, but anyway, we play on.
I'm going to start with a little bit of talk from the weekend's game. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, but I saw a video post-game in the room singing a bit of Missy Higgins. So I was pretty jealous when I saw that rocking around. How did that end up in the team meeting room?
Because we had with the kids, and Sylvia and Roy were just using the front of the room as a catwalk, and they'd sort of just strut their stuff, so they started playing some music, and then it was just sort of came into random karaoke.
Yeah,
we just kind of sat there and harmonised and waved our hands around. And
the Irish girls were very confused when Missy Higgins was on, so I had to give them a bit of a background on who Missy Higgins is.
She's an Australian treasure.
Oh, 100%. She's I love Missy Higgins.
Yeah. Triangle doesn't fit in a circle.
I don't think I understand what you're saying there, Lil.
I
think that was the right moment.
Loosely lyrics to the song. Triangle trying to squeeze through a circle. Sorry.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm glad I just didn't agree with you, because normally I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I've got another one. We got there.
It's a good song nonetheless.
The Irish girls definitely wouldn't have got that.
No. Yeah, they probably
understood.
would have just looked equally as confused. So.
It was your first game back, Meg.
Yep.
Obviously frustrating missing the first 8 rounds of the season, but you've come in at the right time, so feeling good now?
This was the plan, Ben. Just don't worry about the first 8 weeks and just come in straight at the end when we're hitting finals.
Smart.
So, no, it's been definitely a challenging sort of 2 to 3 months. But I've had really great support in the physios and Rees in rehab, and they've got me to a point now where obviously I took the pitch on the weekend, and and I'm feeling sort of pretty good, and ready to keep playing. So
took the pitch. Is that
pitch?
Yeah, it's new.
It's a real English term.
It's because I'm spending time with Rees was spending time with Rees, and he's a soccer guy. So
Gotcha.
yeah, he's rubbed off on me, obviously.
Okay.
With Rees, his nickname's Bocker.
Bok Choy, Bocker.
Bok Choy.
Yeah, I think
Do we
so,
know why that is? Because I've asked him before, and he said David Regan, head of sports science. Anyone didn't know? he
was a guest earlier in the season.
Yeah, he was. Terrible guest. Hated it. But he named him Bok.
Yeah.
And Bok's like, I have no idea why. It came from nowhere. And it's just caught on and everyone calls him Bok. And Bok himself has no idea why that is his name.
I actually think I know.
But you know.
It's actually not that funny.
Oh.
So
well, it's David Regan, so of course it's not funny.
Exactly. Good point. So there's one of the exercises is called the Bok hold. And I think that's where it came from.
No, wrong. Reverse.
Oh.
So it's actually called a Bosch hold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's called a Bosch
there goes
hold,
that theory.
and Reegs has misspelt it to
you're
Bok
right.
accidentally.
Then I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
Maybe
no
he
one
likes
knows.
eating bok choy.
Maybe, yeah.
That's the only thing.
Do you like Bok?
I love Bok.
He actually deserves
he's
a
the
minute on this
best.
podcast.
Yes, 100%. Special guest.
Well,
Roll out
next
the red
week I'm
carpet.
thinking we jump out there, set up in the table in the middle of the room, and just roll people through.
That's a
Give
great
credit
idea.
to some of the people that don't always get the credit in the football department.
Yep.
There's some great people floating around. It'd be good to hear from a lot of them. So we could look forward to that one. Another story, you live with a former teammate, Kat Phillips.
I do,
How is that going?
It's good. She's great. We have a lot of chats, but we've got an agreement that if we're ever covering off anything about our teams, like we're not allowed to share it, obviously, with our teams. So, everything's gone well. I don't know. She's good to talk about footy and life and relationships, and she's just a real sounding board, I'd say.
Nah, throw her under the bus. Tell us about St Kilda.
Best.
You know, give us the goss.
The
what
dirt.
happened?
Oh, I don't know if I've got anything. Nah, look, I can't. I've got dirt, but I can't. Otherwise, she'd have stuff to say about me, and I just no.
Yeah, no. Fair play.
You got someone
I'm a
else
loyal
that you D&M with as well. It's a pen pal.
My pen pal.
Can you explain this story? How does that come about in the year 2021?
Good question. So obviously everyone was in lockdown through 2020, and so was my pen pal, who is actually from Surrey in the UK, and saw some funny footage that you actually put together, Ben, of me doing a bit of a tour of training one night. Thought it was pretty funny, and decided to write me a letter to say hi and that he appreciates my funny content.
So this is handwritten?
Handwritten letter.
Did he send it to the club?
He sent it to the club,
Right.
and it was it was in like a brown envelope, and it looked like it had come from like medieval times, like he's writing the a quill and stuff. So, but lovely handwriting.
And you've returned the message, and how's that all going?
Well, I haven't quite returned it, but things are going well. Like things are moving pretty quickly with my pen pal and I. So I actually brought, I don't know if I can share.
We like
No,
props.
please share.
Yeah.
So Paul asked, that's his name, Paul, which is
Disappointing.
Pardon. Very unfortunate. But anyway.
Sorry to the Pauls out there.
Sorry to the balls out there. He asked for a signature. So I decided to go one better and get a signature of a poster of our entire team. Unfortunately, Mick's head's a bit concaved because there's a fold right through his head. So
Yes.
sorry, Mick. But and then I wrote back to Paul. This is my letter here. So it's obviously
Not
quite
bad handwriting there.
It's pretty bad. Like you should see this side. You know, there's a few like of these ones cross outs and stuff. So just don't zoom in, please.
And can you give us a taste of what's in the message?
Taste of the quality? Okay. All right. So
We didn't say it was quality.
all right.
We'll be the judge
That
of
was
that.
self-proclaimed. Okay, where's
like
something
you.
interesting? Oh, here's a little bit about my handwriting, in fact. I must also apologise for the quality of my handwriting. My day job is spent on a computer, and I can't recall the last time I've written a letter to someone. I have to admit, though, there is something far more wholesome about writing a letter than typing.
Wow.
So that's
really
nice.
good,
That's
really
so
interesting
wholesome.
stuff that we're
That's
covering,
deep.
obviously, Paul and I.
I'm sure Paul will be watching and listening to this podcast, so he's got a little taste, but we look forward to him replying to that message because I'm sure there's plenty more to come.
Do you
We'll
know?
see.
Do you know much about Paul?
Paul plays for a local sporting team. I'm not sure which sporting team. I'm not sure which sport even.
So ambiguous.
Yeah, I know. It's mysterious. What else? He likes AFLW. He saw an AFLW match on YouTube. And he also thinks the women don't get enough credit for the men, which, that was something I appreciated about him because I'd agree with that.
Age.
Look, based on the type of content, I would say around 60. But who knows? He could be quite a mature 16-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
So do we think a love interest or just a...
Look, I don't think so.
Okay.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry. But, yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Just a really solid pen pal.
Yeah, great pen pal.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to be a pen pal with Lou Stevenson.
Oh, really?
So random. She lives like northern suburbs, Melbourne, and I was living in Geelong. And we would write notes to and
That's
from.
cute.
I know.
What did you talk about?
Lou Stevenson plays for the Giants, for those of you who don't know. We just, I don't know, random things. I would write them at school and just send them to her and do little pictures and...
You draw pictures to
Yeah,
each
draw
other?
pictures.
Did you use colours
Yeah.
in your pictures or?
Oh, no, I think it was just usually pen, just like a rip out from your workbook at...
Yeah, okay.
in
Bit too much
class.
effort to put colour in. Yep.
Yeah, or maybe like your 4 pen, your 4 colourway
yeah,
pen.
I
So you
had one
might
of
do a bit of
those.
green, bit of red.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue and black, but nothing
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, nice.
There's been some great stories. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, but I'm just looking at the clock. You've got 3 minutes till skills and you need to get
Yes.
your ankles taped. So we're going to
That's
let you go.
true.
But Meg,
Oh, but I don't want her to leave.
I don't want to leave either.
No,
Probably one
we
of
could just
our...
keep
Yes.
going.
Probably the best guest I think we've ever had. And I can guarantee the 2022 that we're going to get an update on the pen power because I
Yes.
think that a lot of fans want to know how that
Yeah, okay.
ends up.
That means I have to keep writing back to him. doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Now commit to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah.
look. Yeah,
Keep
I
asking
think I will.
questions.
He seems lovely, so, what's 10 minutes of writing a letter?
Absolutely.
Once a month. I'll do it. For you, Ben.
Thank
I'll
you.
do it.
Meg, great guest. We've got another good one coming up right after this.
Thanks to our co-principal partner and podcast sponsor, Zurich Insurance. For over 100 years, they've been insuring the people and things you truly love. And just like you, they truly love footy and they truly love the D's.
Welcome back to Lil and Ben. That guest is a tough one to follow, but someone who has been wanting to get on this podcast, she in fact tweeted us requesting to come onto the podcast, is our captain Daisy Pearce. Daisy, welcome.
Thanks, Ben. I was too shy to ask in person, so I thought I'd just go to Twitter.
That's
That's just
think
needy.
I asked, what do you have to do to get yourself on? And
Yeah.
I'm now sitting here confused. Was it just ask, like shamelessly invite yourself?
Yeah.
Or do you need and, get that sympathy angle?
Well,
Yeah, no,
I don't know
we
which
needed-
one got
we
me
need
over
you
the
to
line.
yourself, so then we can just sit here and drill you.
Yeah. Well, Lil and I have been desperate for an exclusive on the podcast. We haven't had one yet, and so we
Yeah.
thought this is the one.
So you're using me?
We are
Yeah,
using
we're
you
using-
for,
okay.
for our ratings.
There's no other. What else would we want you for?
We'll start with it and brush past it. Any little update for us on how that knee is going?
It's feeling a bit better, and I don't know. It's just one of those things, bit of a day by day. I won't be playing this week. There's your exclusive.
It's our exclusive. We got a scoop.
No.
I don't know if we're
Write
happy
it
with that
now.
or not,
Write the
but
story.
we'll take it.
So yeah, I'll just turn my attention to helping the girls get it done, and then reassess next week.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to go straight from serious to lighthearted mode. And we'll all the way back to the practice match against Geelong. So the girls are rocked up at GMHBA Stadium. Everyone was excited, feeling fresh. And Daisy was glowing in a sense. A few people were like, this was...
She's always glowing.
She's always glowing.
Always.
This was in the middle of summer, but we'd had a few cloudy-ish days, and people were like, Daisy, have you been to the beach? The last...
I think this summer there was only like 5 days over 30.
Yeah.
So like,
Not that anyone's counting.
no, I was wanting more. Clearly.
But Daisy was rocking a really well put on tan.
Natural looking.
Natural
healthy.
looking, yeah. And there were a few questions.
Sure.
And then about, I reckon, an hour later, she revealed to the group that this tan was not, in fact, real. So, fake tan for a practice match, was that for photos? What was that for? Just to feel good?
Firstly, yes. What happened was, I think it was Kate Hoare and Libby Birch both very tanned, so they're probably right across this kind of thing. Just straight
I
out
have
asking.
questions about Libby though.
Have you fake tanned? Nah. Nah. Just kind of played it down. Walked off, started prep, and just the guilt of lying just started chewing me up. So by the time we're getting ready to go out and do the warm-up, I was just like, I'm just going to have to come clean. So I just went up to him and I was like, yeah, it's fake. I fake tan. I haven't done it very often. I'm usually just roll with whatever you've got. But
What was different?
I was down in Melbourne. I'd been sent some little care package from Bondi Sands at some point ages
you were
ago.
part of that. Little click.
Saw the box, saw it in the bottom of the cupboard. Had a rare afternoon of, time on your hands to let it dry. No kids around to smudge it. And I thought, check the use by date to make sure it's still in, and away we go. So it was just one of those spur of the moment things. No occasion.
Right.
And it did look real. You would have got.
I used
away
the
with
mitt.
it. Yeah.
I used the mitt,
Oh, the
made
mitt's
sure I
good.
did it properly.
The mitt. I've actually fake tanned my sister's back with a mitt before, so I know all about the fake tanning. Have you ever dolled yourself up for a game? Probably not a practice match, seeing they're not
Definitely
televised.
not a practice match. Like, who cares about a pracky? There's not even
Oh,
cameras
but a real
there.
season game for points, you'd go with fake tan.
We've got a
That's
final
that's
this
worthy
week.
of a
I
fake
used
tan.
to just like the tinted moisturiser in
That's
winter.
what they all say.
No, but like just the, okay. So, well, I'm just
The
admitting
gradual.
it. You just keep on harping over here. Fuck, this is why we didn't want her.
Was that an F-bomb? Did she squeeze one in then?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, just a chirpy little high pitch. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. Potentially, no, I don't think I've ever worn makeup. No,
In footy.
in footy. Maybe, back in the day. But I'd hate to do that now. So bad for your skin. What else? No, I haven't. And I don't think I've tanned for a game.
Right.
If I have, it would be because I would have fake tanned for an event in that same
Gotcha.
sort of week area, and then it was obviously
Carried
then
over.
still on for
Back when you
A
were doing
game.
the modelling.
when I was a
Cotton on.
model,
Yeah.
which was a couple of podcasts.
Nothing picked up from there?
Nah, got put on the back burner. Don't know
Right.
why.
Just
Sad
focusing
story.
on her footy career
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah. Have you modelled anything recently?
No. Just
Oh,
the
you
cleaning
had
products, actually.
A few baby
That's
products.
another
There we
reason
go.
I wanted to come on, is to have a public right of reply
Yes.
to
Right.
Lily's pre-season sledge at me
Yeah.
for being the worst on Instagram in the entire team.
Hmm.
Any
Mm.
comments?
Just that, I guess.
Just standing by it.
Oh, you go.
Well, the co thing, that was a bit much. There was just cleaning products being splashed across everyone's Instagram from Daisy. It's like, come on, like, just give it a rest. And what else? That was probably the worst bit about it.
The nappies
Otherwise,
was your other
the nappies. Oh, I hated the nappies. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're a mum. You've got kids. They need nappies. Yes. Everyone else just buys them from the supermarket. You should do it too.
Oh, I just thought it was a compliment, really. Like, that's how I interpreted it. Because I think what Lil forgets is that I'm like 10 years plus older than her.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
come
true.
back to me in 10 years when you're in your early 30s. And if you're not excited by cleaning products and nappies, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
It won't be long and you will have your favourite tea towel. Like a favourite tea towel in the house. I guarantee
actually
it.
have I know I've got bad tea towels, so I know a good one would be nice. I have recently bought good knives. Does that?
I saw
is
your
that a
good
s-
knife block when I came over for the spag bowl.
Yeah.
Pre-St Kilda.
Did you use it?
Yeah, I was very impressed.
Well, Daisy came for dinner and we made a chip chop. She had to chip chop the veggies. She wasn't getting away with a free dinner.
Got to work for it.
Yeah.
You have moved down
It's
to
gooder.
Bright. Enjoying that?
Yes, I am. It's a beautiful spot to live. It's where I grew up, obviously, and 3 brothers up there and Dad. So it's good to get back up amongst families, particularly now with Roy and Sylvie too, and charging around. And both my brothers had babies last year, and my oldest brother has kids as well. So yeah, lots of family up there. Village life is in full swing.
And you've recently bought, and you've said that if I come and stay, I don't get a bed. Daisy said.
I was giving Lil and Kate
Yeah,
the
and
virtual tour.
just flicking through photos, and then she's like, so if you ever come to stay, you don't get at this bedroom. See that little corner of the property? That's where everyone camps, and you have to camp.
I didn't say it like that.
You don't get to stay in the house. You have to camp and bring your swag.
I did
What's your
not say
dad?
it like that. You and Kate are welcome in the house at any time. You may not want to be in there.
No, busy.
But no, we're going to make like a little powered campsite on one corner of the block so that friends and family or distant associates can come up and just use it as campsite.
Is that much camping, Lil?
And I was pointing it out
No.
to Lil and Kate, and they thought they'd been relegated out there. But no,
Yeah, so
look,
she's
I'll
inviting
find a
us to
little floor
Bright,
space
but-
for you.
Oh, thanks. I'll take the bedroom.
So it's an invite, but not a really
No, it was,
appealing one.
yeah, it was like, oh, so whenever
It's a
comes
box
to
ticker
stay,
invite.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can sleep outside. Yeah, that's right.
I was talking
I'll
to
take what I can
Kim,
get.
talking to Kim before, who
Oh, no, that
you've
worries
gone,
me.
gone way back with. I didn't realise you were such a good volleyball player. She's telling me she beat you into the international squad, but volleyball, was that ever an option for you?
I wasn't that good. Bit like footy, I was just very competitive and had a crack.
Footy's turned out all right, so
But
Yeah.
yeah, Kimmy and I met through volleyball, and it's kind of how she got the job here at the club. She came along as a +1 to like a footy event way back at the first season. She ended up sitting next to Mick not long after he was appointed our senior coach. And I was kind of half in on their conversation. They're just chatting away. You know what Kim's like. She can chat to anyone. And before I knew it, I'm like, did she just invite herself to be the water girl? And within a week, she's standing here at training and everyone's going around doing their introductions. Like, hi, I'm Mick. I'm the senior coach. This is my background. And Debbie Lee, you know, lifetime in football administration. She's our team manager. And I still remember Kimmy was like, I'm Kim. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I've got a polo. But yeah, we played volleyball together, and we were trying out for like the only short girls position on a volleyball court by the time you get to national level, the libero, and she got it. But she was a gun, Kimmy. I was never that good.
Didn't you have beef with it? You never liked it.
Yeah, we
Did
didn't
you?
get along at the start. One of
Yeah.
those classic, like, just butted heads, I think, because we were pretty similar and both so competitive. And, yeah, it was when we were going up to try out for the national squad. We got billeted together in the same family. We both requested to stay with another teammate because we didn't want to end up with each other. But for whatever reason, we got our envelope and it was like, you'll be staying with Kim Morton at the Campbell's house. And I was like, damn it. But by the end of the 2 weeks, we were like peas in a pod and was, yeah, lifetime friends ever since.
It's crazy.
Even though she took my spot in the team. So that's how good those 2 weeks were.
good story, that one. Now, we've had a competition throughout the Lil and Ben podcast where each week we've given the fans a keyword, and then what they had to do was record them for the whole year and then go in the draw to win a signed jumper. We've picked a winner, Lil. We're going to try and call our winner in Mackenzie. So
Here we go, Mackenzie.
Let's see
hope
how we
she
go.
answers. We'll leave a message.
Does she still win the 20 grand if she doesn't answer?
Sign jumper, right?
I called Kim. You said I can't get to the phone right now. Just leave your name and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Hi Mackenzie, this is Lily Mithen here from the Melbourne Footy Club. Congratulations, you are the winner of Lil and Ben's signed jumper for getting all the keywords correct. Give us a call back to arrange the jumper, but congratulations, awesome. Thank you so much for your support and listening throughout the journey of Lil and Ben so far. Would love for you to get in touch and we'll speak to you soon, but congratulations. Hope you had a great day at school. Go D's. See you, Mackenzie.
there
And
we
that's
go.
that. She didn't answer, but
Shame she didn't answer.
got a
She
message.
still
She
wins.
classic call screen.
Yeah.
yeah, she would have been like
Well
nah.
trained.
Yeah.
The creepy unknown number coming in at 4
Yeah,
o'clock
she
in
would
the
have gone.
afternoon.
Nah,
Nah,
telling
too
her
good
I
for
could,
this.
My
Yeah.
energy system's fine. Don't care. Don't need new gas.
I don't think she'd
Play
be
on.
concerned with energy bills. Take me back to being 15.
Yeah, true.
Well, congratulations to Mackenzie. There were a lot of people sending through the keywords, so unfortunate that we couldn't give a jump to all of them, but appreciate the support because obviously there are a lot of fans of Lil and Ben. One of them is sitting right across from us, Daisy Pearce.
Huge fan.
Big fan.
We have a massive game.
Big prize, the jumper.
It is a big
I know.
prize.
She's done well.
I might
Yeah.
get on that next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should. You got to listen to all of them though to pick up all the keywords.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
rattle them all off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe wait till next year.
All right.
Huge game this weekend, Lil. We're playing in a final for the second time ever. You must be looking forward to that.
Super excited. Yeah, massive game. Excited to play Freo. We got a good taste of how they play a couple of weeks ago. So to play at Casey is a really exciting opportunity, and we'll be set to go. This Saturday, the Demons take on Fremantle Dockers. It's Casey Fields 105. This opportunity is massive for you to come and see your team play Saturday, our first final. It's big. It's going to be great. We are chasing greatness. You better be there. Go D's.
That is a powerful message and a great way to finish the podcast. Lil, well done. Daisy, thanks very much for your time.
Oh, I feel like I should go out to Casey Fields now after that.
Be there. Be square. It's going to be great.
Good luck, Lil.
Thanks.